Life without a father? Bro, why do you gotta... Why'd you have to put it... Why'd you have to make it a black guy? Why'd you have to make it a fucking black guy with his kid? Why did this seems... This is a little sussy, bro. I guess he doesn't have his dad either, but like, just based on presentation, you have a young black kid without his father, and you have an older white guy without his father. Now, I'm assuming that the blurred out means that they don't have this father. They left for some reason. Here's the thing. The first thing I think is like, well, old dad probably died. Young dad, racist stereotype. Kind of just feels like, bro. I don't know if it was intentional. I would have done a role reverse. Just keep yourself clean. Feels a little sussy. All right? Maybe an honest mistake.
Hey guys. Our world is changing fast.
Okay.
More and
a lot
more
of climate change, guys.
More guys are growing up without.
Hold on.
Changing fast. More.
Why'd you have to censor her ass, bro? That's the only reason I watched this video. Jesus Christ.
And more guys are growing up without a good father at home.
Yeah.
It's terrible. We're becoming a fatherless society.
Yeah. Fathers need to do better, honestly. Very truthfully.
Some guys have never even met their fathers.
True.
And
girls too, just so you know. Okay.
Some wish that their father would care enough
I wouldn't care about that kid either. Look at him. No thanks.
to spend time with them. Quality time. And then there are some that wish they never even had a father because of the way that they behave. Drunk all the time, abusive, lazy, and the list just goes on. But in this video, I want to talk to you. And I want to tell you 5 important things that every guy out there without a father should know and understand. This might be the most important video that you will watch of your life.
Wow. Incredible. Okay. Sounds good.
Let's get to it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know
What the fuck is this?
what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong.
Not just
Wow. Incredible. Okay.
before I get into the 5 things, you need to know that if you grow up without a father,
Yeah.
it might influence you negatively if you don't know how to deal with it
Well, it's probably always going to influence you negatively. I mean, okay.
correctly. They did an enormous amount of studies on this. And today we know that kids who grow up without a father
Yeah.
in the home may experience diminished self-concept, behavioral problems, poor academic performance, violent crime, teen pregnancy, drug and alcohol abuse, homelessness. 90% of kids who run away
And gay. Also part of it. They might develop the gay. Gotta be careful of that gay.
have an absent father, experience emotional abuse, physical health problems, mental health problems, and bad relationships. You can also check this out at Psychology Today. But you need to know that it doesn't mean that all of these things will happen to you.
Okay.
Some of these things are just more likely to happen. But you know what? Underdogs
What is this? What are you doing? Hold on. Okay.
make the best types of life stories.
Okay.
And you can choose to make a success out of your life by dealing with all the issues.
Dude, what the fuck? Are you kidding? Dude, look at this.
But you know what? Underdogs
Look at this guy's fucking penis.
make the best types of life stories. And you can choose to
What the fuck, dude?
make a success out of your life by dealing with all the issues.
What the fuck? It's just... Jesus Christ, bro. I mean, good for you, but what the fuck? It's just so, like, prevalent in this. It makes me feel like this was the only reason you recorded this, or recorded your friend's penis. I don't know.
And moving forward
Oh my
by
god.
making the right choices. And to help you do it, I'm going to go through 5 important things that you need to know and understand. Let's
All right, we're at 2.5 minutes here. Hurry up. Give me to the fucking point.
start with the first one.
Yeah.
Your father does not have to be your father figure. There are good men out there,
Yeah,
strong,
true.
confident, humble, and successful men that you can learn from.
Yeah.
If your
Or actors that they're posing on those pictures. You know, those are good too.
father cannot really be a good father figure,
No.
then look for a good father figure in someone else.
Yeah.
There are many good role models out there that leave a legacy behind. And all the lessons, life
Warren Buffett comes to mind, guys. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger. These could be your father figures.
lessons they learned in books or
This guy, DLM Men's Lifestyle. Father figures.
videos. And then choose the right type of friends, good quality friends that will
Sexy
help
friends.
you to become not just a good man, but a great man.
Sexy friends, yeah.
You are not your father. Your genes does not just come from your dad,
Okay.
but from thousands of people before him in the family tree. And guess
Also, your mom. Didn't know if you thought about that one.
what? You are not one of them. You are your own person. You are unique. You have your own story to live, your own journey, and no one can do it for you. You are not your father, and you are not your past.
Yeah.
If you have a father who is not a great dad, you need to remember he is the way he is, probably because he never dealt with his own issues,
Sure.
and he doesn't know how to. But you are different. You still have your whole life in front of you. You need to be hungry. You need to be starving to be better.
I personally would not stand there if I was wearing a nice suit. I wouldn't stand there regardless. It just seems impractical and ridiculous. But you're going to wear a whole ass suit and stand in an area where you could fall in the water? Well, I don't want to ruin my suit. Then plus, how are you going to get home? Are you going to walk home? Or you know, to drive? If you took a car there, now you have to drive in with your wet body in the car. No, thank you. Or you go on a subway, now you're disturbing all the passengers. It sounds ridiculous.
This deep drive, desire deep within you to
That looks like he's jerking off two dicks, like skis. Pretty hot.
be the best that you can be.
what's
Don't
number
compare
3?
yourself to other people, not to your father,
Yeah.
not to other people.
Well, you don't know your father. You can't really compare yourself to him.
Your father is not your competition.
Uh-huh.
Your friends are not your competition. Other people are not your competition or your enemy. And you don't need to try to be better or try to beat them.
Yeah.
You are your own worst enemy. And you need to fight yourself
Wow.
to
Stop Asian hate, guys.
achieve success. Be the best that you can be every single day of your life.
Okay. Number 3, playing the ball pit. I knew that one. I fucking knew it. I've been saying this for years, that one of the best ways to be a successful man is to play in the fucking ball pit. People don't believe me, but it's true. It's like water without the drowning.
You will fail many times in this life.
Not me,
But
no.
failure itself does not make you
Never.
a failure.
Never failed.
You know, I had a dad who was not always perfect.
Okay.
In fact, there's no
Don't
such
care.
thing as a perfect father.
Well, sounds like a loser. I've never failed in my life. So, why would I take advice from a failure? I mean, clearly your father failed by having you. Got him! Boo, boo, boo! Finger guns. Pow. You know, that was pretty good. Yeah, I play in the ball pit all the time. That's where I find, that's where I find used diapers. You know, I mean, why would I pay for them? Why would I pay for somebody to pee in a diaper just so that I can put it in the microwave and wear it? When, you know what I mean? Like, I just find them used with pee in them already. And, well, and then put them in the microwave. You know what I mean? Like, they don't have, this is cheaper. It's more cost effective. I have to go to the store, buy diapers, ask somebody to pee in them, and then put them on. Why would I do that? Better to find them used, put them in the microwave, put them on, boom. I saw a real Reddit post about that. It was fucking horrifying. Somebody would find used diapers and he would put them in the microwave and wear them. It's horrifying. Yeah. Is that who it is? Pampered Chew? Okay. Let's not get into this topic.
Because no one is perfect.
You got
I'm not-
cancer from it? Wow. That's horrible. But and I feel like, what did you expect? I mean, I guess I wouldn't have expected a cancer. Maybe like a UTI or a rash, but holy fuck. Wow. Incredible.
perfect and you're not perfect. But one of the things that I learned
Why put it in the microwave so it's warm? You want to have the pee warm and fresh for your body. How did we get to this point?
from my dad is to never give up, never stay down. He made many mistakes, but he always got up.
What was that? Smabbing his face or putting on like aftershave?
Never give up, never stay down. He made many mistakes, but he always got up.
Like a bug on his face. Oh shit. Oh, God, get out of here. That's what I do all the time when there's bugs on my face.
He stood up like a man. He owned it, and then he tried again and again and again.
I stand up like a man too. You know what standing up like a man means? It means you get up and your back hurts. You're like, ugh, fuck, my back. That's how the men stand up. You just go, ah, my back. Every time.
Until he was successful. Believe me, you will make many mistakes in this life.
Yeah, not me,
There's
but
no
okay.
question about it. Bill Gates was a Harvard dropout and watched his first company, Trafo Data, crumble and fall to pieces.
Yeah, he was also like a fucking genius.
Steve Jobs was fired by his own company at 30. Albert Einstein could not even speak fluently until the age of 9, and he was expelled from school.
Wow.
Steven Spielberg, the great movie director, had poor grades in high school.
Well, he was a fucking movie director. I mean, these guys... No, I'm not trying to be an asshole. You know, Papa got to... I'm a high school dropout also. I got my GED. But, like, I would generally say finishing school is usually better. Because, like, you'll take statistically you take 1 million high school dropouts, and, like, an nth of a percent of them have been as successful as the others. You know what I mean?
And was rejected by the University of Southern California 3 times.
Wow. I think that university, like, lowered their intake cap, so...
Let me give you a quote from Michael Jordan, the famous...
Maybe you can give me your own quote. It seems like you're using a lot of other people's quotes.
...basketball player. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games.
Wow.
26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed.
Wow.
I failed over and over again in my life, and that's why I succeed.
Honestly, I think the reason Michael Jordan succeeded was because he was in Space Jam. And so people assumed he could play basketball. They're like, oh, this guy was in Space Jam. I'm going to hire him as a basketball player. And then they were wrong, but they already invested so much money, you know, because he's an actor, so he's expensive, that they're like, all right, let's just see how it goes. And then it went well. That's just the beauty of Hollywood.
Failure has the power to make you very strong, but only if you own your mistakes and learn from it.
Number 2, arm wrestle with your dad. How are you supposed to arm wrestle with your father if he's not in the picture? Come on, bro.
Don't always blame yourself. It's not your fault that you don't have a dad, or that he's never around, or that he drinks. It's not your fault. Sometimes life is unfair, and you can't always control everything. But you can always control how you think about it and how you
Well, maybe if you weren't such a failure, your dad wouldn't have left. Do you ever think about that? Jesus Christ.
react to it. And apart from that, if you fail at something, it doesn't mean that it's always your fault. Whenever something happens, there's always hundreds, thousands.
I mean, if you fail something, it may not always be your fault, but you're better off focusing on the things that you can control. So, for instance, right now, I'm stuck paying the student. I'm stuck in a situation with my ex is just not paying her student loan. She's being not a good person. So it makes me angry, but I'm over the anger now, and I realize at the end of the day, I was the dumb fuck who decided to sign him. You know what I mean? And the only thing I could do is be like, well, I made a big mistake, and I'm fortunate enough to have this job. And everybody, I appreciate the fuck out of everybody who watches. So that's the best you can really do sometimes, brother. Sometimes you just be like, okay, here's how I fucked up, and this way you can process your anger and your frustrations. You know?
Thousands of other factors involved in every action. And sometimes an opportunity will just...
Well, it's good to take on as much responsibility in like a positive way that you can. If you feel like you have control over a situation, like if you can realize how the situation, like, okay, this is what was my fault in the situation, you can control it to an extent so that you can not make that mistake again, you know?
Close. But you know, when one door closes, another one usually opens up.
Yeah,
just
true.
be patient for it.
Yeah.
And when it opens up, go for it.
Well, you could open the door yourself too. You know, not all doors have automatic doors. You know, if you're a man, open the door yourself, bro. Hold it open for other people.
Know what a real man is. A real man is not selfish, does not make excuses, does not run from his responsibilities. He does not hit a woman, and is never arrogant or boastful.
Thank you for telling me that second to last one. Not hit a woman. It's probably good advice. It's just I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting it.
A real man is humble, honest, open-minded, stands up for what he believes in.
And hits women. Oh, fuck. I got the last one wrong.
Treats other people with respect. He works hard. He builds up those around him. He takes care of his family, physically and emotionally. He has self-control and pursues truth, justice, and integrity.
Sounds like Batman.
What kind of man are you?
Fat.
And what kind of man do you want to be?
Less fat of a man. Or just a little less fat.
The choice was, is, and will always be yours.
Wow, that felt like Captain Planet. Like power is yours. I mean, like honestly, as it's a little corny. This video was a little corny. It was actually not bad. It was actually reasonably motivational. It was positive. It didn't put other people's down like most like high value man content does. I'll give it that. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down to the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.